You're going to use your van as an adventure van, as a passenger van, and as a cargo van. And the investment you make ought to be able to support all three of those use cases. Flarespace. So a few years ago, when I first got involved with vans, man, I was so impressed, still am, with the crazy builds. I mean, almost every one I've ever seen is nicer than most of the apartments I've ever had. One of the things I've noticed though, and I guess I've discovered in that process, is that that is a single use case, right? You want to take your absolutely beautiful new apartment out on the road, and it can work great for that function when that is the use that you're trying to fulfill. But it's really hard in lots of cases for even my own personal van. I have 4 seatbelts in that van, and I've got 5 people in my family. And so it doesn't fit all of the use cases. And when I talk about use cases, it's really boiled down to 3 things. And this comes from, I mean, I've literally talked to thousands and thousands of people now. And what I hear so often is I need some flexibility in how I use my van, because you're right. One, if I'm new to the van life world, I don't really know exactly how I'm going to use the van. I've got an idea of how I'd like to, but I don't really know for sure. And so what we advocated, and then we subsequently went out and built, is a van that allows you to adjust for the use cases that fit your lifestyle. And then maybe spend some time in the van and decide which one of those makes the most sense and build out from there, or just leave your build with what I'm about to show you. This van was intentionally built to support 3 use cases. And the first one of those is as an adventure van, of course. And that's the setup I'm in right now. We have these great Shieldman seats that attach to this really awesome smart floor. And you can see in the smart floor, if you can see around Todd's paws, it has this track system in it. And so we have integrated furniture and these seats that allow us to take stuff in and out to create what we call the modular van. And this allows us to support all 3 use cases. So this is the adventure van setup. If you don't really need 2 extra seats, maybe it's just a couple going on an adventure for the weekend, you might only need the 2 front seats and swivel them around, and that works great. Other times you might need 1 or 2 more seats, and you have the flexibility to change the configuration of how you want your adventure van set up for what adventure you're going on. Sometimes you might need to lock in the bike mounts that we've created for these rails so that you can lock your bike down. In other cases, you might be taking your van somewhere where you're going to stay in a hotel and you don't need the bed. You can take the bed system out, but still have access to all of the other functionality around your adventure, particularly with this smart floor and the integrated devices that we've developed to be able to help you carry the things that you want. The other thing that is in this adventure van, we created modular furniture, and this is the prototype of it. We wanted a piece that would be able to hold our Goal Zero battery, and it actually faces this way toward the back for safety purposes, as well as a refrigerator shroud. And so this is the isotherm refrigerator, and we mounted it inside this cabinetry. But here's the important part: this cabinetry is modular. It has pegs in the floor that fit inside these rails. And so it's as easy as taking those pegs out. They're securely mounted. You don't have to use straps. They're fully locked down right now. We can just take this fridge out. It's very simple. Just pull it out, set it in your garage. Then you can take the cabinet out. And then same with this compartment that we use to store the battery. This battery powers everything that's behind the back seat of the vehicle. And so this is the Goal Zero. In this particular model, we have the 6000 that will power a city for like 2 months. It's probably overkill for a van, but we wanted to make sure we understood how it works in the range of it. This is connected to the alternator so that you can also charge this thing while you're driving. It eliminates the need for solar and all kinds of other stuff, as long as you plan on turning your van on before your Goal Zero battery dies. Then you're totally set, and you're not going to have to worry about losing a charge on this battery. So I talked about the seating in here, and I'm not going to go into the details of this as an adventure van, but I just want to point out the second use of this is, what if you have the need to carry a bunch of passengers around? And so we have the Shieldman seats in there now. You can take out all of this furniture, take out anything that's in here, the refrigerator storage, the battery storage. You can take out our bed system very easily, and then you can put 6 more seats in the back here. And then the third use case is as a cargo van. And I think this is really important because there are lots of times either for our business or just for me personally, I've got a lot of stuff I need to move around. And it's really convenient when you can literally take everything back out of your van that you use for passenger purposes or for an adventure, and now have a full-on cargo van that you can take stuff to the dump or to storage, or you're moving from one place to the other, whatever you're doing, man. There's all kinds of use for cargo vans, but that's why we really like this modular use solution. So anyway, that's the new layout for the Flarespace van and the equipment that we're providing around vans. We wanted to share that with you. The dogs are not included. They also don't bolt down very well. In fact, I went around the corner the other day and they found out about that. But anyway, they're happy to be here and they will go with all 3 use cases.